ton of fun. There are certain families that fall into the category of Hollywood dynasties. I mean, you know, you think of the Barrymores, the Sheens, the Douglases, the Fondas, and the Coppolas, and of course, the family that makes us all laugh the most, the Wayans. I know. So we are really excited to have actor, producer, writer, and comedian Damon Wayans in the house. Welcome him. It's a good one. Welcome to the kitchen table.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You are looking great.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations on the book. We're going to chat about it in a second. But, you know, we have something sort of in common in that my mom was the firstborn of 10 kids.
Wow.
And you're the fourth out of 10.
Yeah.
So my mom, I've certainly heard the stories. I know what it's like to be the first of 10. I'm a middle child in our family, so I know what it's like to be the middle child. I wanted to know from you, what's it like to be the fourth child? There must be some sort of fourth child syndrome.
Well, there's a fourth. Well, I was born with club foot, so I got a lot of attention. So I got the love of the youngest.
Yeah.
And so I was the youngest boy. I was my mother's baby boy for the longest, which my oldest brother, Dwayne, hated. And
jealous?
Jealous, yeah. And then I had that same jealousy when Sean was born.
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's a 10 years difference, so I was like the baby boy, and then he came. It's like, who you? What's great about having brothers and comedians is, if you notice, my family has stayed out of scandals.
Yeah.
And that's because of fear of what the family will do to you if you mess up. If you mess up, you got Keenan, Sean, Marlon, and Kim just dogging you.
Yeah.
It is not worth it.
That's a great system. Yes. It's like your own little mini government there.
That's right.
Now, you know, you might be surprised. You've had a best-selling book before, a best-selling author. But you might be surprised if you picked up this book, Red Hats. It's a totally new direction. At least it was a surprise to me. It's definitely a very inspiring story, but it's pretty serious. I mean, it's a good drama.
Yeah, well, I got bored as a comedian, so I wanted to, you know, do something to excite me, to keep me in show business, because I was thinking about retiring. And I've always written, even on In Living Color, I wrote like 85% of the stuff that I was in. So I had a little hiccup when I wrote Blank Man, because it made about $2 at the box office, and I got really like insecure, and I stopped writing.
You let it scare you off.
Yeah, it scared me off. And then I would like write, but I wouldn't try to sell it. And then after, you know, I did My Wife and Kids, I went to Europe to try to like figure out what I'm going to do, and I saw all these red hats.
I love the red hat ladies.
Around. It was amazing. And then I came back, and my mom had joined the Red Hats. The
Red Hat Ladies, it's a social club of women there over 50, right?
Over 50 who embrace life after 50. It's all about fun, fitness, and
they support each other, and they build this little community, and they do a lot of good works within the community too. Different projects for different.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful organization.
So was that must be the kernel, obviously, the inspiration for this.
Right.
But it also came out of you sort of being in a transition period in your own life, too.
Yeah, I just went through a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And, so a lot of the character, Alma, well, Alma, the story is this woman, she's got a very kind of toxic relationship with her husband because he shuts down and he doesn't, like, engage in emotional conversation. She needs that, and he doesn't understand it. So one day she tells him, I hope you die in your sleep. And he does. And she's left with all this guilt. And through the friendship with the Red Hats, she's able to forgive herself and then allow love to come back into her life.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fantastic themes. I think that's a big one for me, is that fix it now. Don't be a person that holds a grudge. Don't carry things around with you. You're really only limiting yourself in every way possible.
When you're in that hospital bed and you're trying to, you know, stay alive, you don't want to take the energy to go, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You want to already be square.
Yeah, you want to be square.
You know, I also wanted to ask, you're coming up on a milestone birthday, turning 50.
50.
Don't look anywhere near that, by the way.
Thank you.
But for women, you know, I always ask a woman, whether it's a milestone birthday, 30, 40, 50, 60, we always ask female guests, you know, what are the big plans? You getting together with your girlfriends? I mean, is it a big deal for guys, milestone birthdays?
Well, 50 is a big deal. You know what I'm going to do for my, I don't really celebrate birthdays, but because it's a big one, I'm going to buy myself a bunch of toys.
Nice.
And I'm going to play with toys. And
I think that's great.
yeah, that's
Why not?
Yeah, just to see if I can have fun.
See if you can have fun for your birthday. Red Hats, a novel, is available now. And guess what? He's going to stick around and do a little Stump the Rach with us.